I'm a boss.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about this bad boy right here, the dagger from Palmetto State Armory. Okay, what we're going to do to it is we're going to upgrade it with trigger and slide parts. A friend of mine's let me do this to his firearm. He asked me to do it for the channel, so I'm going to show you guys how to install everything. And he was kind enough to buy me the upper slide part as well for my dagger build, which I thought that was pretty cool of him. Shout outs to you, Drew. But with that said, this will be the build itself, or the upgrade. I'm gonna show you guys all of it in person. I understand that YouTube may kick me in the balls for it, but I want you guys to see how it is, because this can be kind of a nightmare when it comes to the dagger. So what you want to get yourself is a punch set, right? That's the number one thing you guys want. It's a good punch set, right? Now, you want to find the proper fittings for that punch set to give you the right push for some of these, because like I was saying earlier, this can be kind of a bitch. But if you do it right, it shouldn't be too bad. Hello, I also have this bad boy right here, which sometimes works really well, sometimes it's okay. You can also use tape, believe it or not. A roll of tape and a roll of tape will work as well. So this is the hardest thing right here. These aren't your average pins. They don't do like block pins. They do more of a roll, see? They're more like a roll of a pin, so it can be kind of hard. So you want to go ahead and punch that out. I'll come back to it because I don't think you guys need to be hearing all this banging. Once I get it out, I'll show you guys. All right, guys, so as you can see, I've taken them all apart right there. Okay, what you want to use to make that happen is you want to use yourself a 32. Okay, 32. It's technically a 332 punch, and then what I do is then I get a screwdriver like so, and this has on it a 7x64, and I use that to push down the actual pin on the trigger while moving the magazine. Moving the slide release, and then you push pressure and it pushes it out. And to get it fully out, then I use a 9x64 where I just push it outwards. Okay, so now it's just as simple as taking apart the remaining parts of it. Okay, so this right here is your block. Okay, your trigger housing. Okay, which in this case we're going to completely remove that trigger housing and show you guys what the new trigger will look like when we put that in as well. So this is what I was talking about, the pins. So they're more like roll pins than regular pins, and so that can sometimes make it difficult to get out. So again, you can have yourself a block or get yourself a roll of toilet paper, a roll of tape, and then your punch down tools, okay, which will help take that apart for you, right? I'm gonna go through the same process when I do my build. I'll probably just show my build completely done, because if you see this video, it's all the same. So there you go, guys, right? So the frame is completely empty now. There's nothing in it, but let's go ahead and start working on that. So I'll come back here in a minute. All right, guys, so the trigger from Zeph comes complete and set up, so all you need to do is completely remove the trigger housing and the trigger from your dagger and insert the new trigger. Okay, there's your new trigger. Insert it in. Okay, literally it's going backwards now, and putting the parts back in that need to go back into it, right? So we can have a proper operation of the trigger itself. Okay, all right guys, I'm gonna put these parts back in, put all the pins back in and whatnot, and so like that you guys can see how that looks with the trigger inserted. I think that's gonna look quite nice. All right guys, I'll be back. Hey guys, so I did have to reuse the trigger housing, just to let you guys know, because the way the dagger is, it's got a bigger hole for the trigger housing. So the pin that goes through needs a bigger hole, but there you go guys. All right, so now we'll continue. I'll put up the slide and show you guys here in a minute. When it comes to the slide, it's just like a standard Glock slide. So you want to go ahead and compress on the firing pin mechanism, push up the back plate, pull out your internals. You're gonna push the safety plunger down so your extractor comes out. There you go guys, standard. I'm gonna open the package and add the parts on it. Give me a second. Okay guys, so when it comes to the slide parts, you have to put the striker together. If you guys have built a Glock before, you basically have your striker and firing pin, and you have your striker sleeve that goes in. There's a trick to this. If you take apart your slide and the entrance portion right here, you can actually put this bad boy in there, and it will make it easier for you to go ahead and put your spring in, right? You put your spring, and then you put your caps while you compress it. I've done that already, and these are the new sleeve parts in here. Okay, you got your new striker and firing pin, your ejector, and your safety plunger and springs, right? So I'm going to show you guys how this looks now. Right. So there's your trigger, right? I think that looks quite sweet. And then look at this, guys. A lot better, a lot better. It's a clean, crisp trigger pull. I think my friend Drew's gonna be very, very happy with that. It was an honor and a pleasure to be able to do this for him. But all right, guys, with that said, take a look at all of that right there. Those are all the parts that have been taken out. And now, obviously, have updated everything in here. I may get my balls hammered by YouTube for showing how to do this, but it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, when it comes to the frame, that's the hardest part about this, is removing the roll pins and then putting the roll pins back in. I've done so and taken care of all that. All right, guys, y'all be safe. I appreciate you, my two-way. I wanted to say one more thing. The channel's been growing, and I really, really thank you guys for all your support. We're almost at 100 subscribers, and my views have gone up from originally 100 to 200 all the way up to 1,500 plus, and average views have been about 700. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for that. It means the world to me. As you know, I'm a small channel and I do this for fun. But all right, guys, y'all take care.